Hello and welcome to Obsessive Geekery, where I've got something stuck in my head and now you get to hear about it. So, Invincible Season 1 initially came out in 2021, and I checked it out because it was a superhero animation, and those are two things that I care a lot about. And it was really good. I enjoyed it so much I decided to go back and read the comics all the way through. So, the thing about Invincible is it's one of the few superhero properties we have that's not tied in to a larger company or to other comic lines. It was able to run basically to the conclusion its creator wanted and not have to worry about kowtowing to any mandates. It got to end on its own terms and really well. The first season covers the initial teen superhero era of the character. And the story will grow with the character. The Mark Grayson from the show is not as confident, not as competent as they made him in the comics. And other than that, it's pretty entertaining. It's got great action. It's got a lot of gore, which is kind of a selling point for a lot of people. And it has a nice twist that is baited a lot earlier than it is in the comics. Probably a bit of Hollywoodification. But it's done well, and it works. Throughout the first season, Omni-Man had a turn for the bad, and you don't find out the full details until the climax of the first season, where he has a interaction with his son and an altercation, and it ends up being one of the most brutal superhero things adapted to any other medium. At least so far. And it steps away from the comics in the fact that in the initial run of Invincible, Mark Grayson doesn't actually end up losing a fight terribly until he goes up against his father, which kind of saves that messy, bloody, gory fallout for the tail end of the first year. Whereas the show decides to have him get tore up 2 or 3 times throughout the series. Takes a little bit of the impact away because we're not going into the final fight thinking that there's no way he could really get hurt, and really knowing he could walk away bloody and broken. And for an audience that doesn't know anything about the comics, you don't think Mark is actually gonna make it out of what he goes through. It's a lot. Now they've got season 2 out, and they just got done with their mid-season break, and I just had to talk about it after episode 5. Because it's starting to lead into a lot of the bigger plots from later years of these series. I'm excited to see the Viltrumite War. I'm excited to see what they do with Alan and Omni-Man and his brother, who they brought in last episode. And having already read the comics, I know we're in for a good ride. As long as they don't mess it up. And it doesn't look like they have very high chances of screwing it up. All they have to do is keep to a tighter release schedule and follow through the way they've been going, and we're going to get a high quality show out of it. I can't wait to hear what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.